More tensions are brewing in the Middle East as the US is blaming Iran for a drone attack along the Jordan-Syria border that killed 3 US troops and injured at least 25 others on January 28th. US President Joe Biden in a statement declared that it will target those responsible for the attack. Iran has denied any involvement, although an Iranian-backed militant group called Islamic Resistance in Iraq has claimed responsibility for the attack.
Iran is not necessarily interested itself in engaging in war, and so it has a much more cost-effective way to do so and politically effective way to do so by using these proxy militias.
This is the first deadly strike against US forces since Israel launched its war on Palestine's Gaza. US lawmakers are now calling for decisive action against Iran.
The only thing the Iranian regime understands is force. Until they pay a price with their infrastructure and their personnel, the attacks on US troops will continue. This attack is a direct result of the administration's failure to respond to previous attacks.
Analysts say that with this strike on US troops, the Middle East is at a tipping point.
Iran does not want an open conflict with the United States, and will do everything it can, I think, to avoid that. But at the same time, it cannot afford not to establish its own deterrence. So if there are senior attacks, it will have to respond in some way, and we're just going further and further down the slippery slope.
This recent strike is the latest in a growing list of incidents Iran has actively or indirectly been involved in the region. On January 16th, Iran targeted Jaish al-Adl, an armed group in Pakistan's Balochistan province, in a strike that ended up killing 2 children and injuring others, which was followed by a retaliatory strike from Pakistan. On the same day, Iran also conducted a drone strike in Syria, claiming to have struck a Daesh target. A day earlier, on January 15th, Tehran conducted airstrikes in northern Iraq that killed 4 civilians, claiming it was targeting an Israeli spy hub near the US consulate in Erbil. Add to that the Red Sea crisis, in which Iran-allied Houthis have been obstructing maritime traffic in response to Israel's war on Gaza. As tensions mount in the region, will Iran keep making headlines?